Welcome, Steve's Virtual Piano Bar. That name of that song I'm playing there on the intro is Sweet but sweet and lovely. It's a Duke Ellington song, but anyway. Whoa, come on, Steve. Let's get with it. I'm going to play it now without the drums and bass. Hi, Amy. Whoops, excuse me for that button. Anyway, that's called Squeeze Me, Duke Ellington song. And I always like to slip in a Duke Ellington song. Here's another one. Hey, Ron Melman's here, Amy, and Trish. How are you, Trish? We're getting the gang together here. Do nothing till you hear from me. Pay no attention to what's said. My people there, the seam of anyone's dream is over my head. Do nothing till you hear from me. At least consider our romance. If you should take the word of others you've heard, I haven't a chance. True, I've been seen with someone new, but does that mean that I'm untrue and we're apart? The words of my heart reveal how I feel about you. A kiss may haunt my memory, and other arms may hold a thrill. Please do nothing till you hear it from me. I've been seen with someone new, but does that mean that I'm untrue when we're apart? The words of my heart reveal how I feel about you. A kiss may haunt my memory, other arms may hold a thrill. Please do nothing till you hear it from me, and you never will. To the music of Cole Porter. You'd be so nice to come home to. You'd be so nice by the fire, while the breeze on high sang a lullaby. You'd be all that I could desire, under stars chilled by the winter, under an August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to and love. So nice to come home to. You'd be so nice by the fire, while the breeze on high sang a lullaby. You'd be all that I could desire, under stars chilled by the winter, an August moon burning above. You'd be so nice, you'd be paradise to come home to and love, to come home to and love. Yeah, Cole Porter. I'm going to do another Cole Porter. Gee, I'm feeling like playing. I know that I have to get in shape to get ready for my gig on the island starting in May. I didn't have my effects on my voice, no reverb. I probably hope it didn't sound too bad, but yeah, so I'm sort of subconsciously getting my mind and body in order to face the challenge of being on Mackinac Island for 6 months and riding my bike up and down those hills, which is great. I mean, you know, gets you in shape, right? Yeah. Here's another Cole Porter song. In the still of the night, as I gaze out my window at the moon in its flight. My thoughts all stray to you in the still of the night, while the world lies in slumber. All the times without number, darling, when I say to you, do you love me as I love you? Are you my life to be, my dream come true? Or will this dream of mine fade out of sight like the moon growing dim on the rim of the hill, in the still of the night? In the still of the night, as I gaze out my window at the moon and its flight, my thoughts all stray to you. In the still of the night, in the world without slumber, the times without number, darling, when I say to you, as I love you? Are you my life to be, my dream come true? Or will this dream of mine fade out of sight like the moon growing dim on the rim of the hill, in the still of the night? And another Cole Porter song. Is that an earthquake or simply the shock? Is it the good turtle soup or merely the mock? Is it a cocktail, this feeling of joy? What I feel, the real McCoy? Is it for all time, or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see, or only Asbury Park? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of, or is it at long last love? an earthquake, or simply the shock? Ooh. Is it the good turtle soup, or merely the mock? Is it a cocktail, this feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time, or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see, or is it only Asbury Park? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of, or is it at long last love? Or is it at long last love? Oh yeah, more Cole Porter. Okay, I can do more Cole Porter. Steve Brown, hi. Steve Brown's here, my old buddy from CLCHS days. Also, one time we played a gig for, I think, seemed like years at that club here in Gaylord. And yeah, also was married into the family for a while. Anyway, I'm going to play another Cole Porter song. Thanks, Steve, for your nice comments. I appreciate that. Thanks. Like the beat, beat, beat of a tom-tom when the summer shower is through. Like the tick, tick, tock of a stately clock when the summer shower is through. Like the drip, drip, drop of the raindrops and that summer shower is through. So a voice within me keeps repeating, you, you, you. I should do that again. I didn't get those lyrics right. Okay, take two. I'm going to do a song by Cole Porter now. It was a very classic song by Cole Porter, and I'm going to do the verse too, which I don't often do, so hopefully I'll remember the words and the correct words. Yes. Like the beat, beat, beat of a tom-tom when the jungle shadows fall. Like the tick, tick, tock of a stately clock as it stands against the wall. Like the drip, drip, drop of the raindrops when a summer shower is through. So a voice within me keeps repeating, you, 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 night and day. Why is it so? Longing for you follows wherever I go. In the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you. Night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? The roaring traffic's boom, in the silence, my lonely room, I think of you. Night and day, night and day, under this hide of me, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day. There's an oh such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day, day and night, night and day. Night and day. All right. Cole Porter. I'm going to do another Cole Porter song. Wow. This is a big string of Cole Porter songs. They just happen to be popping into my head. I love Paris in the springtime. I love Paris in the fall. I love Paris in the winter when it drizzles. I love Paris in the summer when it sizzles. I love Paris every moment of the year. I love Paris. Why, oh why do I love Paris? Because my love is near. I love Paris in the fall and the springtime. I love Paris in the winter when it drizzles. And I love Paris in the summer. It sizzles. I love Paris every moment. Every moment of the year. I love Paris. Why, oh, why do I love Paris? Because my love is near. Oh, I love Paris. I had a little blurb in the email I sent today. There's a difference between major and minor. And that song, I just happen to think, goes through both minor and major. Starts in minor. I love Paris in the springtime. I love Paris in the fall. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then the second half of the song, so that's the minor key. And then it changes, which technically it's C minor. And then the second half of the song goes to a major key. I love Paris every moment. So that maybe supports the theory that a minor key has a little bit of a sad tinge to it. Ooh, ooh, that C minor chord. And it's a little bit sad. And then the second half bursts into a happiness. I love Paris every moment of the year. Kind of like, yeah, a little bit of a fanfare there at the end with the major key going into the happy part. Anyway, that's the difference between major and minor. one way to look at it, put it that way. The Nearness of You is a great song. Ron Millman has a request, and I love this song. I wasn't using my reverb on these. Gosh, goodness. Anyway, The Nearness of You, I'm thinking was that Hoagy Carmichael, I think? I can't remember who some very, very famous songwriter anyway wrote the song. And the lyrics are so spectacular. I was working with I was actually on a jazz cruise, and I got to know some of the players, and Terrence Stafford was a trumpet player, and he said he loved that song, The Nearness of You. He would do it with his jazz group in the performance on this jazz cruise. And he said when he was in high school, there was a girl that he really liked, and he didn't know what to do to get her attention, and so he wrote out the lyrics to The Nearness of You and said, "Here, this poem is from me to you." I don't know. I don't think he claimed it to be his original poem, but he said, "This is my message to you." The lyrics to The Nearness of You, and that worked. So he told that story while he was performing on the jazz cruise. Terrence Stafford, great trumpet player. Anyway, it is a great song, one of the greatest standards of all time, The Nearness of You. The Pale Moon. Now we've got reverb. It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills and delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. It isn't your sweet conversation that brings this sensation. It's just the nearness of you. When you're in my arms, and I feel you so close to me, all my wildest dreams come true. I need no soft lights to enchant me, if you'll only grant me the right to hold you ever so tight, and to feel in the night the nearness of you. When you're in my arms, and I feel you so close to me, all my wildest dreams come true. I need no soft lights to enchant me, if you'll only grant me the right to hold you ever so tight, and to feel in the night the nearness of you. Oh, you're welcome, Ron. You have the right word for that song. It's a very delicate song. Beautiful song. Thank you. I'm going to do a song that I know I'm going to probably get a little tiny copyright notice, not a major notice, but every time I do this song, YouTube kind of flags it and says, we know you're doing that copyrighted song. We're not going to penalize you, but we know you're doing it. And the only penalty they impose is that you can't monetize your video. The money all goes to the writer of this song. But it's such a great song. It's such a great love song. And it also reminds me of, when I was a teenager. Those kind of songs can just drive you crazy sometimes. And you're probably asking, is there a specific person you're thinking of on this song? And I go, maybe. I'm not going to say. Anyway, it's a great song. Anne-Marie, welcome. Bienvenue. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived. And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stare. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak. There are no words left to speak. And if you feel like I feel, please let me know that it's real. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to walk a lonely night. Oh, pretty baby, trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't let me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby, let me love you. Quite alright, I need you, baby, to on the lonely night. Oh, pretty baby, trust in me when I say, oh, pretty baby, don't let me down, I pray. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby, let me love you. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like heaven to touch. I want to hold you so much. At long last, love has arrived. I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Well, I'm just cranking them out tonight. I'm going to have a little break. I've supplied myself a little beverage tonight, but I'm going to play one more song first. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other, to be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Our hearts are made of it. Let's take a chance. Why be afraid of it? Let's close our eyes and make our own paradise. Little we know of it, still we can try to make a go of it. We might have been meant for each other, to be or not to be, let our hearts discover. Let's fall in love. Why shouldn't we fall in love? Now is the time for it while we are young. Let's fall in love. Let's fall in love. Yeah. Now is the time for it while we are young. Yeah, let's remember that, A-team. Never Let Me Go. Ron Melman has this fantastic request of us, a fantastic song anyway. The request is fantastic, except for the fact that I don't know that song. I know it was sung by Frank Sinatra, and it was one of the few songs that Frank Sinatra had a hand in songwriting, I believe. And I believe he wrote it about Ava Gardner. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the way the story goes. But I don't know the song Never Let Me Go. I mean, I don't even want to go. But I've got a couple of songs on my list that Ron has requested the past couple of weeks. One is Never Let Me Go. That would be a great song to put on my to-do list. And the other one is Say It Isn't So. You remember requesting that a week or two ago, Ron? So Say It Isn't So, Never Let Me Go. Hey, that rhymes. Those songs rhyme. Oh, we have a song for the for the young at heart. And this is another. This is a song on my to-do list too, which I almost have the words memorized, but not quite. So, working on that. My organization here. But yeah, I'm kind of getting prepared for the going to Mackinac Island. I think I'm going to take a little. I'm going to play your request, "Young at Heart," but I'm going to take a little musician's break here. Even though I'm not in the musicians union, I used to be. I liked it when I was in the musicians union. It just hasn't been needed lately. So I just have a glass left of my Clos du Bois. If you can see it, it's kind of hard. These lights are washing out everything. Okay. So I'll take my. There we go. I'm just gonna finish off this bottle that I started. I have to admit, I'm confessing now. I started on that bottle with my son. It was my son's birthday, so his brother, my other son, came to visit last night, and we had a little birthday party. So, already cracked open the bottle of wine for the birthday party last night. So, cheers, everybody. And cheers, Sante, L'chaim, Slancha, Prost, and I think I got most of them. I think I left one out. I don't know which one. But here's one I might try singing tonight for the first time on Steve's Virtual Piano Bar. I have tried it in the nightclub. That'll be a surprise. Surprise. Oh, here's another surprise. Okay. Oh, here's another. Well, no. So, anyway. Yeah, this is good. This is very good wine. And it's always on sale. They should pay me some sort of a advertising fee, but they won't. So this is a Frank Sinatra song that Anne Marie asked for. Happy to play with a very good message about being young at heart. And I have another song about youth that I'm going to do after this song too. So I've already set myself up for another 45 minutes of songs, and we're almost toward the end of the hour, but who knows? Spring can really hang you up the most. Steve Brown has asked for. I'm going to do that one too. After I do Anne Marie's request, I'll do Steve Brown's request. And it's funny. That's somebody else requested that song on YouTube. Left a YouTube comment and requested "Spring Can Really Hang You Up the Most." So I'm going to be doing it in April sometime, maybe the first or second session we have in April. I'll do a special session devoted to songs about spring. So yeah, cheers. How can I? It's really hard to drink and talk at the same time. I realized I hadn't turned my phone off. I realized that this song by Jimmy Webb starts the first lines. Spring was really waiting for us, dear. And then it goes on to say, someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't know if I can take it, 'cause it took so long to bake it. And I'll never have that recipe again. Oh, no. But anyway, the spring was really waiting for us, dear. Spring was really waiting for us, dear. It ran one step ahead. Da 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 da. So anyway, the first line of the song is spring. So I will make I'm stretching out this story way too long, but that could be a song that could fit into my spring medley of a special spring songs session that we'll be doing in April. So anyway, yes, Amy has got the correct title of the song, MacArthur's Park. Very good. Now I got the reverb. so many buttons. 88 keys here, and then there's another almost 88 keys over there on the on the master board there for the broadcast. Anyway, I'm not complaining. It's fun. I love doing this stuff. Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. For it's hard, you will find, to be narrow of mind if you're young at heart. You can go to extremes with impossible schemes. You can laugh when your dreams fall apart at the seams. And life gets more exciting with each passing day. And love is either in your heart or on its way. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, you're better by far to be young at heart. And if you should survive to 105, think of all you'll derive out of being alive. And this is the best part, you have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Don't you know that it's worth every treasure on earth to be young at heart? For as rich as you are, it's much better by far to be young at heart. For if you should survive to 105, think of all you'll derive out of being alive. And this is the best part, you have a head start if you are among the very young at heart. Yeah. That is such a nice song, and I hope I can do that perform that song when I turn 105. That's my goal. I want to turn 105, be doing a broadcast with you, all you guys, and perform Young at Heart. And then I'll smile when I go, if you should survive to 105, I can wink, then, you know. Okay, Spring Can Really Hang You Up the Most. This is such a beautiful song it was written by somebody named Tom Jones, but it wasn't the Tom Jones that we know. And it was written for a musical in the early 1960s that didn't go anywhere. I think they only had like a couple of performances or something like that. So anyway, this is going to go on my springtime medley because it's called Spring Can Really Hang You Up the Most. And it's a beautiful melody. Spring can really hang you up the most. Wow, what a great song. I'll have to get the composers straight. When I do my springtime medley, I'll have all that organized. Yeah, yes, I will. That's my goal. Yes. All right. Well, this is fun. I'm starting to actually feel better myself. I was kind of like, feeling in like this lackadaisical mood today. And now it's the Ron says is proving your mood. It's these songs. These songs are so great. These are the greatest songs from the Great American Songbook, and they're just so inspiring to hear the compositions and the lyrics and the melodies of these great songs. You're welcome, Steve Brown. It says thanks, thank you, and so there you go. But I'm setting myself up to maybe learn. I'm thinking, now that I think about it, MacArthur Park, that's not an easy song to learn. I tried learning that many years ago when I was on the pop charts, and it's not an easy song. And Never Let Me Go, that is not an easy song either. I have played through that in the past with some challenge to play that song. Never Let Me Go. It's a ballad, but it's very unusual chord changes and lyrics. Their lyrics are beautiful. And of course, Say It Isn't So is one I've done before, but I kind of let that lapse in my repertoire because I didn't keep doing it all the time. But Irving Berlin, that's an Irving Berlin song, and I love doing Irving Berlin songs. So yeah, and yeah, you've certainly helped me by showing up, all you guys. I really appreciate it, being with you on the internet. If that's the way it is, that's the way it is. It's on the internet, but someday in person, like Ron keeps saying, wouldn't it be great to meet in person? Yes, it would. That's a dream. You can dream, right? Speaking of dreams, this song is kind of a dreamy song. And I talked about teenage songs that trip little teenage hormone memories. So this is one of those songs for me, this next song. And this is a Richard Rodgers song. But there was a hit song that was just so dreamy, speaking of dreams, I think it was the Letterman. You can correct me if I'm wrong, and it refers to deja vu in a way. It doesn't use that term in the song, but I think this song is about deja vu. And you can correct me if I'm wrong on that too. Like-minded people. Yeah, thank you. It seems we stood and talked like this before. We looked at each other in the same way then, but I can't remember where or when. The clothes you're wearing were the clothes you wore. The smile you are smiling, you were smiling then, but I can't remember where or when. Some things that happened for the first time seem to be happening again. And so it seems that we have met before and laughed before and loved before, but who knows where or when? Some things that happen for the first time seem to be happening again. And so it seems that we have met before and laughed before and loved before, but who knows where or when? Speaking of dreams, I'm going to go right into my final song. Thank you all for coming. And sweet dreams to everybody. And I'll close on this song, which I have never sung, I don't think, before on Steve's Virtual Piano Bar, or at least not very often. I don't think I have, but I'll be back again Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So hope to see you then. Stars shining bright above you, night breezes seem to whisper I love you, birds singing in the sycamore trees, dream a little dream of me, say nighty night and kiss me, just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me, while I'm alone and blue as can be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you, sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you, but in your dreams, wherever they be, dream a little dream of me. Stars fading, but I linger on, dear, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams till sunbeams find you, sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you, but in your dreams, wherever they be, dream a little dream of me, dream a little dream of me. Well, hello, Romaine says hello at the end. Thank you very much for saying hi, Romaine, and thank you everyone for coming into the chat, and those of you who weren't in the chat, that's fine. If you're listening in the background while you're, doing something else, like, having dinner or something, that's fine too. So thanks, Steve. And Steve Brown, I have you. As long as you're here chatting and you're not sure you're getting my emails, so I'm going to stay on here a little longer to talk to Steve Brown. Just a second. Have you been getting my emails for when you send me a tip, I send you a thank you email. So have you been getting those emails, Steve? Because I send it to Magpie or something. I can't remember the exact email address. So if you're getting those emails, I will make sure that email is on my email blurb. So, no, okay. do you have an email that you prefer me to send it to? Why don't you just send me a private message with your email, or somehow send me your email that you prefer to be emailed to. And then also check your spam folder. I don't know, maybe emails are going to spam. And then, but I do send out an email before every Steve's Virtual Piano Bar. I hope everybody's getting them. So we'll see you next time. That will be Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern. And coming up soon is the spring extravaganza of spring songs. And I'm still thinking about what to do when I go to Mackinac Island. For sure, I want to keep the Wednesday, 3 p.m. Virtual Piano Bar. It may have to be another afternoon for the second one, or I don't know. I'm not going to promise what it's going to be right now. But thank you all for coming, and have a nice evening. And oh wait, I've still got like another 20, 30 seconds while I finish this. All right. So thanks for your support, everybody. And if you, it's not required, of course, but if you feel like leaving a tip, that is always appreciated. It really helps my algorithm and my heating bill and electric bill. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening and for your support. Love you all. Good night.